Hello, it's Ashley here from Paper and Twine. I'm going to attempt another craft video. I hope that everything will be in shot and that the light isn't too bad. I'm just popping on to have a little experiment because I saw Jenny, the Ginger Ninja crafter, this morning do some experiments with powders such as Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powder and Brushos on photo paper. I don't have any photo paper, but I do have an awful lot of glossy cardstock that I'm not going to use for anything. So if this doesn't work, I haven't really lost anything. I've cut down to A5 pieces and I don't have a glass mat like Jenny, but I've got this craft sheet. So we'll see how we go. So she was using Cosmic Shimmer Powder. So let's start with that first of all. Here's a colour that I've not used for a long time, bronze blush. Let's try sprinkling it on the paper first. I hope that I stay in shot for you. And let's team that with a little bit of one of my favourites, Mango Blaze. And then I'm going to spritz it with some water. Oh, a lot of that came out, and we'll see what's what. This is completely the wrong way of doing it actually. What I should have done is sprinkled it in on my craft mat, but never mind, we'll see what happens. So I'm just spraying with water, and because I've done it wrong, I'm going to move it around a little bit. That was a complete and utter fail, because what I want to do is splodge this in the mat, but I'm here to make the mistakes so that you don't have to. But I'll tell you what is nice is that there's an awful lot of different colours in that bronze blush, and I don't use that very often. So let's just put a little bit more water on there. And I've got some kitchen paper in my drawer, so I'm just going to blot that. Now that's not at all the effect that Jenny had, because she put the powder on the craft mat. So let's try again. You see, I'm so used to sprinkling onto a surface, and I don't know whether this is going to stay or work, because obviously glossy cardstock's a bit different to photo cardstock. So I'm not going to be able to see this particularly well. So I'm sprinkling on, we'll stick with those same colours I think, because that was really nice. And I was liking the different colours that came out of that bronze blush. So now I'm going to spray my mat. Get lots of water on there. And you can see it beading. I think you might get a different effect on a craft mat to a glass mat. I know that when I go to my paper crafting at Dragon's Paper Craft, although that's been a long time, we use glass mats there, and you don't get the beading quite the same. That's pretty as it is actually. I could just look at that for ages. Let's smoosh the card down and see what we get. I've just been out for a little walk, and it's very cold. Yeah, you see it's not wanting to stick. So this might be a fail. I think it must be coated with something different, unless it's the colours that I'm using. But I can see that it is resisting the cardstock. Let's just have a little go with a heat gun and see if that makes any difference. Okay, I've got a little bit of something on there and you can see the sheen, but I don't think this cardstock is liking this technique at all. Scoop that up. It seems as if the layers are separating, but I'll leave it to dry and see what's what. I am getting a very nice little faint shimmer, but I was more successful when I was sprinkling straight on to the cardstock. Let's just try one more different colour. Let's try this lava red, which is quite a vibrant colour. I did notice that Jenny used quite a lot of powder compared to what I do when I'm using my acrylic blocks. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm not using enough powder. And I won't put so much water on this time. And let's see what we get. I mean, it looks beautiful on here. Let's see what's what. I'm going to smoosh. I think this might be slightly better because I've got less water, but again I can see where the colour is resisting the paper. You've got little white spots where it's kind of running away, but that's quite nice. Let's pick up a bit more. That's a little bit more successful, I think, because I used less water. Got a little bit of the bronze blush over there, but that doesn't matter. And Jenny says she got this idea out of one of the paper crafting magazines that's come out this month. And the lady that has done this in the magazine says that once it's dry, you can die cut, you can stamp on it. But I'll leave a link to Jenny's video because I just think it's interesting to see how people do a similar technique but differently. All these little droplets of colour, and they kind of multiply the more you dab into them. And as I say, I don't mind experimenting on this cardstock because I'm not going to really do anything with it, I don't think. Okay, that's quite nice. I'm going to try now. I'm wasting all this colour. I should have come in with some regular cardstock to mop that up. I'm going to try now one of my infusions. Now, I haven't used these very much since I had them, but I did like the effect, and I think, like brushos, they've got different colour pigments in them. So this one is Rusty Car. I haven't put a hole in the top of these yet, because I didn't really want to spoil the little pots, and I need to get some of those drawing pins, those tab pins. So I'm just coming in with a coffee stirrer. I'm naughty whenever I go to somewhere like Costa or wherever. I put a couple of these in my handbag. Spread that round a bit because I don't want a concentration of colour, but let's see what we get. See if this is any different, because this hasn't got mica in it, and I don't know whether the mica might affect the coating of this cardstock. I mean, it shouldn't do. I can see I've got a real concentration of colour in the middle there. Oh, look at the different colours in that. And you've got that kind of gritty bit in the middle here, which is what you often get with brushos. But look at the pink and a bit of blue. I like that, actually. Let's just dab. This little bit of kitchen towel is very, very wet now. I'm not getting the depth of colour that Jenny got. Maybe it's the colours I'm using. I am liking these dilutions. Lots of different colours in there. I'm getting really messy, getting really inky fingers. Let's just give this a quick dry. I don't know what I'd use that for. I mean, I suppose I could die cut some trees out of it or something. But something will come to mind, I'm sure. Let's pop that down there, add to the collection. I'm going to just find some little offcuts of card in here. This is where I keep all my offcuts. Let's pick up some of this colour on just regular cardstock. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Like that a lot. There's a little bit of deep red. I mean, that could be a little bit of leftover cosmic shimmer powder, to be honest with you, but that is lovely. Look at the deep red in the middle of that. I think those photorealistic stamps would look nice on that, because I've got some white space there. That might be quite nice for a background. Let's just give this a clean. Get all this up. So that's the Dilutions. Shall we try one more Dilutions? Which colour shall we go for? That was Rusty Car. Let's try Sunset Beach. I'm liking this craft mat actually. I've had it a long time and I just haven't used it. Yeah, I want some kind of shaker top for this, but I don't want to spoil the little lids. I did see a lady who had taken the inside of the cap out and did something fancy with scissors and stuck it in the lid, but life's a bit too short for that. Bit more water. Getting stuff everywhere. Okay, let's see how different this colour is to the Rusty Car. It looks similar at first glance. Oh, but no. Now, you see, to me, that's more Rusty Car than the Rusty Car. That's quite nice. I can imagine stamping butterflies and moths, or perhaps moths on that. But again, I've got this problem with it resisting the coating on the card because I'm not using photo paper, I'm using glossy cardstock. And it must be a different type of coating. I'll just put that down there to dry. I'm going to come in with this bit of card that I've got a little bit of antique linen distress oxide on, just to pick up that colour. Put that over there to dry. And I'm going to wipe this away because that's not my favourite colour, to be honest with you. Now, put that in my rubbish. Come out with a bit more. Okay, let's try some brushos now. I've got 20 colours altogether and white. I bought white separately from Lavinia. Let's see what we fancy. We haven't done any green. Shall we do emerald green? Let's try leaf green. I've only got oh, you see, I'm doing it wrong. Need to do it on here, don't I? I've only got very small holes in my pot, so it's not coming out very quickly. That's leaf green, and I've got a lime green. It might be in the other pack. Hold on. Or should we try a bit of yellow? Let's add a bit of yellow. See what that looks like. Let's give a spritz. I haven't put too much water on because I think that's where I was going wrong before. I'm going to smoosh it. Ooh, that's nice. I do like that. Die cut some leaves or something. And Jenny showed, I mean, a lot of you have probably watched her video already anyway. Jenny showed a lovely card that she made with a tulip that she'd paper pieced. And the tulip was red and the leaves were obviously green. But yeah, that's nice. Let's give that a dab dry. Oh, that's interesting. I'm getting the texture of the paper towel in there. I don't know whether you can see whether the camera's picking that up. I'm probably all completely out of shot. Dab in a bit more to get some speckles. And I'm going to leave that to dry. I like that. I want some more waste cardstock. Bear with. I don't want to waste what's on my mat. Here we go. I've got some little strips. These are useful for when I'm doing the focal images on my thank you cards. Ooh. That's yummy. Lovely colour, the combination of the yellow and the green. Not getting much yellow, but look at that lovely vivid green there. It reminds me a little bit of the Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Powder. I've got emerald green, which is a nice colour. That's lovely. I'm liking that. I hope you can see. Let's put that down there. Just pick up a bit more of this colour because I don't want it to go to waste. Just very quickly. Let's set that there a minute because I might lay another colour on top. So I think if you're going to use glossy cardstock rather than photo paper, I think you need to just be careful that you don't add too much water. What should we try now? I'll tell you what I would like to try is the Cosmic Shimmer Firework Burst, because I haven't used this for a very long time and I can't remember what it's like. So let's see what we get. Some of these have got a bit clogged up. I mean, I think with these kinds of things, you really should store them that way up, but I've got them in this little drawer, so they get a bit clogged up, I think. I've used a little bit more water than I did last time. I can feel that I haven't used very much water, actually, because I could hear the noise that the powder made. Oh, now that's interesting. The Cosmic Shimmers obviously don't like this as much as the Dilutions and the Brushos. So if you've got cardstock you want to use up, I would use Dilutions and Brushos. Yeah, the Cosmic Shimmer powders really don't like this at all. No. I mean, I shall keep that. It'll come in for something. It'll come in. It'll all come in. Let's just come in with a bit of this ordinary cardstock to see what the colours are like. I think I might have made mud. Yes, there's a little bit of purple in that, but no, I'm not very impressed with that Cosmic Shimmer, sorry. Not liking that. I might try that on an acrylic block later to see what it's like. on some good quality heavy cardstock, but that didn't work particularly well. Now, one thing I do want to try is to see if the Brusho Sprinklet powders work okay with the Brushos. Let's see what colours we've got in here, but I am loving that leaf green that I tried. I think I've got a lime green in here. One colour that I haven't got that I've seen a lot of people use is Prussian blue, and I don't think I've got that. Well, there's ultramarine. I think we'll give that a go because you know me, I like my blues. Let's try ultramarine and turquoise. Yeah, I've got 2 oranges in there because I bought a pack of 8 and a pack of blue. A pack of 8 and a pack of blue. A pack of 8 and a pack of 12. And that's not coming out. And there was some, what do you call it, duplication of colour. There, that's coming out now. So that's the turquoise. I'm going to bodge that again. Some ultramarine around the edge. And I'm going to try sprinkling some Sprinklet powder on. So I've gone for blues. The colours I've got here are pearl, gold, iridescent flash, iridescent violet, iridescent gold, and copper. Should try a little bit of copper with the blue. See what happens. It might not work, I've got no idea. Let's come in with our water. You can see the water activating the colour. I haven't gone mad with the water, although I'm going to put a little bit there to hit that copper Sprinklet powder. Pressing down. No, the copper hasn't picked up at all, but I do like the speckled effect of that. So I'm going to leave that as is, I think. I'm liking the bits of white showing. So I'm going to leave that as is. Just come in with a little bit more water and just finish off with some of these scraps because I don't want to waste all this lovely pigment, because I am a frugal crafter. I am a thrifty crafter. Oh, look at that. So I've mixed up the ultramarine and the turquoise, and I've got this other colour. That's really nice. I'm going to just dry that with my heat gun and then go back in again. And actually there's a tiny bit of copper has stuck to this one. You're probably not picking it up. But where I've got this wash, I'm going to come in and pick up, or aim to pick up, some of these speckles. I've got a really nice dark bit there. That will do for that. Oh, actually, the copper's really getting a nice little copper flash on that. Let's just come in with one last piece of paper. I don't know where that mark there's come from, but let's give this a smooshing down because I don't want to waste anything. It's quite exciting because you, again, like with the acrylic blocks, you never know what you're going to get. I've got a little line down the middle there from the line on my craft mat. I should have rolled this rather than fold it probably, but never mind. I'm going to have a little experiment anyway, so just thought I'd show you. I think, as I say, it's really interesting to see how different crafters approach a similar task. So I'll leave Jenny's video linked down below. She's a lovely, lovely lady. Just getting to know her content. Lovely, inventive crafter, as all the crafters that I'm subscribed to are. Thank you very much.